Hello and welcome to 21st Century Music. Today we look at editing the sounds in your Roland AX synth with the editor software that is available for free from the Roland website. Now as I zoom in there, I want you to understand that every single parameter of every single sound on the Roland synth is under your direct control. You can reprogram all the sounds if you want and have a completely different sounding Roland AX synth. It will be unique to you after you've changed all the programs in it. You may of course upload the embedded programs that came with the factory and save them. Before you do that, or you can also restore the entire lot by doing a factory reset. I like this feature because at first I was very disappointed with my Roland AX synth. One of the big problems I had with it was the velocity sensitivity as I played the keyboard. I found that the way it was programmed, I had to spank it with a great deal of force to get a decent sounding piano. And that tires you out if you want it to work with a lighter touch, particularly if you're accustomed to playing soft touch, unweighted keys. So what I had to do was I had to change the velocity levels and make a few changes to the AX Grand. And when I had finished that, I had it playing as I wanted. The other thing that I found interesting was the pipe organ sound. It has a rather upsetting cathedral pipe organ sound, which doesn't even use some of the pipe organ samples that are included on the sample library of PCM sounds. And when I was finished with that one, it was sounding like a proper pipe organ and to my desire. Now you'll probably be asking yourself, who cares about a pipe organ sound on a Roland AX synth? Isn't that supposed to be playing distorted lead guitar? And that's what everybody else is using it for. If you go online and you type in AX synth in the YouTube, you will see everybody is crazy over the lead guitar patches as they try to outdo a lead guitar with the keyboard. However, a decent musician may not be interested in using it for that purpose. And today we want to prove that it's a good all-around portable synth keyboard in its own right. Even if you put it on a stand, you can get a decent sound out of it. In fact, you can create any sound you want. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, this screen here clearly spells out the problem. We have the AX Grand loaded. As you can see, that's our program. And we have selected the velocity and key range tab. Now, we have a situation here, as you can see, where tone 1 is played up to a certain velocity level, as you can see at the top there, the top line. Tone 2 then comes in for a little heavier velocity. Tone 3, and then at the bottom there you see, if you really slap it all the way down to 127, then tone 4 actually alters the timbre of the sound. To better match the playing to the tone, you first go to summary and you turn off tone 4. See it there? If I click it, it's on, it's blue. If I click it, it goes off. We can turn off tone 4 because tone 4 is only ever going to be heard if you really hit the key to the very hardest, over 120 velocity magnitude. And we're not going to be hitting the key anywhere near that hard, and at that point it's really overloaded anyway. So turn off tone 4. Then we come back to the velocity and key range screen, and we go and we pull our sliders on either side. The left slider pulls it down, the right slider pulls it up, and we redistribute our velocity sensitivities between the three tones. Now you see at the bottom you're still seeing the little thing, but what we've done on the third line up, or the one here, let me point at it for you. That one there, we've carried it right away to the end to 127. If you don't do that, and you spank the key extra hard, you will hear nothing at all. There will be no sound because you will have turned off tone 4. So you have to carry tone 3 to the sound. But as you can see, we've redistributed our velocity sensitivity so that at a much lower strike level, we will get a decent piano sound, and it has become more playable. In other words, we've customized the playability of the AX Grand to our particular desires. When you're finished customizing it, and you can hear it play as you change it, you can strike the keys and hear it play, and when you've got it to your specific liking, all you have to do is to save it. To save it, first you rename it to something unique for yourself. I changed my AX Grand to SM Grand, and then you come up here and you click on the right button, and a window pops up, and you can save it into any of the memories or banks of your AX synth. You can click OK or cancel. Now you can save it back to the same location that the original AX was in, or you can save it to another one where you have a tone in the AX that you don't particularly like or use. So the choice is yours. Thank you for watching us here on 21st Century Music, and we'll see you soon again.